What is up, Bieber Nation? Welcome back to the Bieber Beat, your ultimate source for the pulse of culture. The news cycle is moving at warp speed, and you don't want to miss a single beat. We've got a packed show today, filled with updates that are setting the internet ablaze and sparking conversations worldwide. Get ready, because we're diving headfirst into the stories that matter, the moments that define our culture, and the headlines you need to know. First up, a monumental declaration from Billboard that's got everyone talking about a true titan of the music world. Then, we're rewinding the clock to uncover a discovery that quite literally changed the course of modern history. After that, we've got a situation developing that's stirring up debate among hip-hop royalty and sparking a flurry of online reactions. And finally, we'll wrap up with another massive chart achievement that solidifies an artist's legendary status. You don't want to miss any of this. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update from the Bieber Beat. A crown jewel of sound. Billboard has officially recognized a true giant of contemporary music, crowning an artist as the undisputed #1 R&B hip-hop artist of the 21st century. This monumental accolade is a testament to over a decade of unparalleled chart dominance and cultural impact, solidifying an artist's place in music history. Despite making their initial chart appearance relatively recently in the grand scheme of the century, this artist has managed to outpace nearly all their peers, fundamentally reshaping the landscape of what it means to be a crossover sensation in both the R&B and hip-hop spheres. The numbers behind this achievement are simply staggering, reflecting a consistent and overwhelming presence on the Billboard charts. Over the period spanning from 2000 to 2024, this artist has secured an astonishing 30 #1 hits on the coveted Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs chart. Beyond singles, their albums have also hit the pinnacle, with 15 chart toppers on the top R&B hip-hop albums list, collectively spending an impressive 67 weeks at the #1 position. This sustained success points not just to popularity, but to a deep and abiding connection with a massive audience. The artist also holds the record for the most top 10 hits on the Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs chart, boasting an incredible 135, and leads overall with a remarkable 355 total entries, a figure that encompasses their solo work, various collaborations, and guest features, showcasing an extraordinary ability to adapt and thrive across different musical contexts. This reign isn't a fleeting moment. It's a sustained period of excellence that has seen the artist claim the title of top R&B hip-hop artist in Billboard's year-end recaps multiple times, including in 2012, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2021, 2022, and 2024. Such consistency is rare, and the cultural influence radiating from this artist is undeniable, consistently introducing new sounds and trends into the mainstream. The list of top artists also features an incredible roster of talent, with other legends like Beyoncé, The Weeknd, Chris Brown, Usher, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Rihanna, Eminem, and Alicia Keys rounding out the top 10, each having left an indelible mark on the genres. However, the top spot, according to Billboard's comprehensive analysis, belongs to one artist whose sustained excellence, innovative approach to music creation, and undeniable connection with fans have set them apart as the definitive voice of R&B and hip-hop for the 21st century. This recognition underscores not only their personal achievements, but also how they've redefined superstardom in the digital age, mastering streaming platforms and evolving with the industry to maintain their leading position. Prepare for a deep dive into what this historic ranking truly means for the artist and the genre. Next, we're going back in time to a pivotal moment that ignited a global industry. The spark of the modern age. On this very day, August 27, 1859, a moment of profound significance occurred in northwestern Pennsylvania, near the town of Titusville. It was here, in the Oil Creek region, that Edwin Drake achieved a breakthrough that would fundamentally alter the course of modern industrial and economic history. He struck oil. At the time, oil was primarily viewed as a peculiar natural byproduct, often collected from surface seeps or shallow pits, and its potential for widespread commercial use was largely unrealized. Drake, working for the Seneca Oil Company, was tasked with experimenting in drilling for this substance, facing considerable skepticism and doubt from many who considered the endeavor a fool's errand. The prevailing methods for extracting resources were not suited for the viscous nature of petroleum, and traditional drilling techniques for water or salt wells proved inadequate. Many believed that oil could not be effectively extracted from beneath the Earth's surface in commercially viable quantities. The project was plagued by financial difficulties and the ridicule of locals who mocked Drake's persistent efforts, dubbing the venture Drake's Folly. Undeterred by the lack of support and the technical challenges, Drake employed innovative techniques borrowed from the salt well drilling industry. A crucial adaptation involved driving a hollow iron pipe into the ground to stabilize the borehole, preventing its collapse as the drill descended. This critical engineering solution was key to overcoming the unstable soil conditions common in the region. Alongside William Uncle Billy Smith, a skilled local blacksmith and drill expert, Drake meticulously worked on the project. After weeks of slow, arduous progress, the drill finally reached a depth of 69.5 feet. The following morning, the fruits of their labor became apparent as crude oil began to rise through the well, floating atop the water. Smith's discovery confirmed that Drake's persistence and ingenuity had paid off. The well's initial production was modest, yielding approximately 25 barrels of oil per day, but this output was a monumental proof of concept. This single event triggered an unprecedented oil boom across western Pennsylvania, rapidly transforming the region into a global center for petroleum production and establishing the foundation for a completely new industry. Drake's pioneering method, specifically the use of drive pipe for borehole stabilization and tailored drilling techniques for petroleum, quickly became the industry standard, spurring rapid development and investment throughout the nascent oil economy. Despite the world-changing nature of his discovery, Edwin Drake himself received little personal financial benefit. He failed to patent his crucial drilling innovations and subsequently lost his fortune through a series of poor investments, ultimately dying in relative obscurity. Nevertheless, the legacy of that day in August 1859 endures as the true dawn of the modern petroleum age, unlocking the technological and economic potential of extracting the Earth's invaluable black gold. But the impact of that discovery continues to echo through history, shaping industries and economies. Now, let's shift gears to a more recent controversy stirring up the hip-hop world. Chain reaction of controversy. In a recent development that has sent ripples through the hip-hop community, music executive Wack 100 and former Death Row Records CEO Suge Knight have publicly questioned the authenticity of a chain recently showcased by global superstar Drake. The controversy ignited when Drake posted a series of images on his Instagram account, holding what he claimed to be the iconic Death Row chain once famously worn by the late, legendary rapper Tupac Shakur. The photos, which featured artwork from Shakur's seminal album All Eyes on Me, quickly went viral, generating significant buzz among fans and music critics alike. Drake had presented the chain during his Some Special Shows for You tour across Europe, adding a layer of mystique and reverence to the accessory. However, this display of what was perceived as a historical artifact has now come under intense scrutiny. Wack 100, in a conversation with DJ Akademix and Reggie Wright, asserted that the chain associated with Drake is, in fact, a replica. He pointed to perceived differences between the chain Drake displayed and the original piece, sparking a debate about its legitimacy. Adding weight to these claims, Suge Knight, in a recent interview with The Art of Dialogue, also expressed strong doubts about the chain's authenticity. Knight, who was instrumental in the Death Row Records era and had close ties to Tupac, stated that he is the sole custodian of the original Death Row chains and is the only one authorized to distribute them. He recounted giving one such chain to Snoop Dogg, who reportedly decided against wearing it due to potential controversy. Knight described the original chains as being heavily adorned with diamonds, both on the chain itself and the bezel, and confirmed that Tupac himself wore such a piece after his release from prison. Knight further noted that the original chains lacked any markings on the back, implying that the chain Drake possessed might be a counterfeit. While Knight acknowledged that Drake himself might not be at fault, Believing the rapper genuinely admired Tupac, he suggested that whoever provided the chain to Drake may have misled him. Drake has yet to issue a public statement or response to these allegations. The timing of this controversy is particularly notable, as it coincides with Drake's ongoing European tour, which is in anticipation of his upcoming album, Iceman. Despite the questions surrounding the chain, Drake's tour performances have been drawing large crowds in various European cities. The debate over the authenticity of the Tupac chain highlights the enduring legacy of the rapper and the symbolic importance of items associated with his life and career, underscoring the deep respect and scrutiny such artifacts command within the hip-hop community. This back and forth is a stark reminder of the legends that continue to shape the culture. Finally, we're celebrating another massive chart achievement that cements an artist's legacy. Chart-topping dominance confirmed. In a significant affirmation of his lasting impact on contemporary music, Drake has officially secured the #1 position on Billboard's top R&B hip-hop artists of the 21st Century chart. This prestigious ranking, which retrospectively analyzes artist performance from the year 2000 through 2024, is meticulously compiled based on data from both the top R&B hip-hop albums and Hot R&B hip-hop songs charts. Despite his entry onto the Billboard charts occurring in 2009, a decade into the period under review, Drake's prolific output and consistent success have propelled him to the forefront of this historical assessment. His chart dominance is highlighted by a record-breaking 30 #1 hits on the Hot R&B hip-hop songs chart and 15 #1 albums. These figures place him ahead of all other artists for total chart toppers in these key categories. Furthermore, Drake leads the field with an astounding 135 top 10 hits on the Hot R&B hip-hop songs chart and an overall record of 355 chart entries. His albums have collectively spent an impressive 67 weeks at the #1 position, a testament to his enduring appeal and the massive streaming numbers his music consistently generates. This recognition is further bolstered by his previous achievements, having topped Billboard's annual R&B hip-hop artist rankings a remarkable 8 times. This cumulative success underscores his widespread and profound impact on the hip-hop genre over the past quarter-century. The comprehensive list also features an array of influential artists who have defined R&B and hip-hop throughout this era. Following Drake at the top are fellow titans of the industry, with Beyoncé securing the #2 spot. The Weeknd follows at #3, showcasing his genre-bending artistry. Chris Brown ranks at #4, recognized for his prolific career, and Usher comes in at #5, celebrating his timeless hits. The remainder of the top 10 includes Lil Wayne at #6, Jay-Z at #7, Rihanna at #8, Eminem at #9, and Alicia Keys rounding out the list at #10. This ranking by Billboard serves as a definitive statement on Drake's unparalleled influence and commercial success in the R&B and hip-hop landscape of the 21st century, solidifying his status as a defining artist of this generation. And there you have it, the stories that are making waves right now. Stay tuned, because we're about to wrap it all up with a quick recap and your essential call to action. And that's a wrap on today's Essential Updates. We saw Drake crowned Billboard's #1 R&B hip-hop artist of the 21st century, cementing an era of dominance. We journeyed back to 1859 to witness Edwin Drake's groundbreaking oil discovery that launched a global industry. We delved into the controversy surrounding Drake's alleged Tupac chain, with Suge Knight and Wack 100 weighing in on its authenticity. And we celebrated Drake's monumental achievement as Billboard's top R&B hip-hop artist of the century, a true testament to his enduring legacy. What did you think of today's news? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to the Bieber Beat for all your culture updates, and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop new videos. And make sure to follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.